Lou Reed names his 3 favorite singers of all time. Lou Reed was not just a musician, he was a poet from the underground scene and a daring voice who appreciated true vocal talent while developing his own unique sound. There is truly no rock voice like Lou Reed's, marked by a sharp, spoken style. His vocal quality matched the raw, honest stories he told, whether with the Velvet Underground or his bold solo endeavors. In a 1989 Rolling Stone interview, he remarked, "I don't do bluesy runs because I can't, and I'm not trying to fake an accent." While Lou Reed and the Velvet Underground may not have dominated the charts, their influence is undeniable. Many artists have followed non-traditional paths inspired by Reed's frankness and emotional depth. Beneath his tough exterior, however, he held a deep admiration for 1950s R&B and doo-wop music. Reed was an avid music lover who viewed songwriting as a fine art. So, who were his musical inspirations? Here are 3 vocalists he regarded as the greatest of all time. Jimmy Scott. Jimmy Scott was more than just another jazz vocalist, he was exceptional. Renowned for his distinctive high contralto voice and profound emotional delivery, especially in love songs and ballads, Scott's singing had the power to touch the soul. He gained fame with Lionel Hampton's band, earning the title Little Jimmy Scott, and later collaborated with notable figures in jazz and R&B. Lou Reed often hailed Jimmy Scott as his favorite singer of all time. Their first meeting was at a memorial for songwriter Doc Pomus. Although Reed had heard of Scott for years, it was during Scott's performance at the gathering that Reed truly felt his impact. He has a voice of an angel and can break your heart. Over the years, Reed attended and even performed with Scott multiple times, an artist who invests his entire life into every note. Reed expressed a wish never to say goodbye to Jimmy, noting that his performances filled the world with beauty and passion, and when the music ended, everything felt different. Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan stands out as one of music history's most influential songwriters. Over his illustrious career, he has penned more than 600 songs, achieved millions in album sales, and seen his work covered by top artists. However, Dylan's influence extended well beyond music. He played a pivotal role in shaping a cultural revolution in the 1960s. His voice, lyrics, and presence resonated with an entire generation. Lou Reed, always the literary rocker, held immense respect for Dylan. For him, it was not just about the lyrics, but also about how Dylan conveyed them, the phrasing, the edge, and that distinct nasal tone. "I always buy Dylan's new albums the moment they drop. The guy can turn a phrase like no one else." He was particularly impressed by Dylan's work on Down in the Groove, highlighting lines like, "going 90 miles an hour down a dead-end street," which Reed wished he could have written. He also praised Dylan's rendition of Rank Strangers to Me, noting that Dylan's phrasing consistently amazed him, saying, "For language, Dylan kills me to this day." David Bowie. Lou Reed wasn't only friends with David Bowie, he was also an ardent admirer. This enthusiasm partly led to Bowie's involvement in Reed's classic album Transformer, where listeners can hear Bowie on acoustic guitar in tracks like Perfect Day and the iconic Walk on the Wild Side. However, it was Satellite of Love that truly showcased Bowie's creative brilliance for Reed. Reed admired Bowie for his intelligence, style, and musicality, appreciating his wide vocal range, from the glam rock tones of Ziggy Stardust to smooth crooning. Reed remarked that Bowie's melodic instincts surpassed those of most rock artists. When it came to Bowie's albums, Reed couldn't pick a favorite, it varied with his mood, from dance records to Ziggy Stardust and The Haunting, the Bewlay Brothers, from Hunky Dory. Reed also found Bowie's experimental albums with Brian Eno, like Low and Heroes, to be phenomenal. To Reed, Bowie's genius lay in his constant evolution. There was always something fresh to discover, ensuring listeners never grew bored.